Hello there, it's Retro Spirits Guardian here with an unpronounceable name on the PC Engine, which actually is Wonderboy. I think it's known as Wonderboy in Monsterland. I don't know why I said that slowly, because my brain is going slow. But I think that's what it's called. We've got a jaunty tune here. Wonderboy, I guess that's Wonderboy. He's looking like a cross between a lion and some sort of other god, which is at odds with how you start the game. You start the game naked, apart from a pair of pants and a headdress of some description. This is a platform action game on your PC Engine. You can get this on multiple formats. I think it came out on everything back in the day. Arcade machine, Amiga, Mega Drive, Master System, Tomitronic. It was on everything. I just picked up a sword there. You see there's a Japanese version, a Japanese hue card. I bought it recently for around 20 quid. I've never really given this game much attention. I do have the Mega Drive version on the Mega Drive Mini. And I remember playing it on the Amiga back in the day. I don't know how this version stacks up against that one, but against the Mega Drive version, it's slightly crappier looking. That has to be said. And sounding, from what I remember. Some sprite flicker here, unusually. But it is a... Since I bought this, I've put a little bit of time into it. It is frickin' hard. Your little Wonderboy isn't so wonderful, actually. He dies fairly easily. And the upgrade system, where you have to select, pick up gold and then go into shops, is a bit RPG light. So it's a cross between like a platform action game and an RPG, and it's like I said, it's fairly difficult. You have to pick the right power up essentially to progress at most points. You need a shield for this next section, so this is why I ignored the other doors. This guy's got an issue with his face. He's been mangled in an unfortunate industrial accident. He fell out of the top floor window of his house because his door was in an unusual position as well. It was windy one day, and it had been raining, and he slipped on those blocks and smashed his face. He should have bought some shoes from the guy down the road. He would have given him an extra grip. But the question mark doors usually give you some sort of elemental power, like a secondary weapon. The annoying thing about this game is you've got a life bar, and you're under attack from multiple directions, and your life bar will deplete fairly quickly from just standard attacks. But as you can see, you've got a egg timer there full of green sand, and when that runs out, you lose energy. So if it runs to 0, your energy will go down. So the whole game is basically you're on the edge of death every single second you exist in this game, which is a frightening prospect. It's almost like he's only got 3 minutes to live or something, and this game's about the last burst of life before his imminent death. There's also doors with angry looking people in them, and most of them float, which is hard for your character to deal with because he's got a little stubby sword. They move fast. As you can see, that guy, he just battered me. So a difficult game. Where the odds are stacked against you. You gotta keep collecting that money, keep collecting that bunts, because everything in this game is going to cost you. And it's no good trying to fight massive snakes with your belly hanging out. What is this? Crazy business. Here's the mangled face guy again. He's got a like a dickhead. That's crazy. I think he's supposed to be some sort of beetle. Like he's like a stag beetle man holding a sword. And all your power-ups hostage behind a paywall. Stabbing up a snake in the guts. Oh, this game's infuriating. I think those things just give you points, the yellow pots, which is annoying. Okay, am I going to make it this time? Yes, beautiful. There you go. So the timer just flipped over. I lost a whole heart. That's unfortunate for me, isn't it? So rock hard game. It's kind of cool. I do enjoy it. I haven't got massively far into it because I just find it too difficult. I'm playing this on a Retro Freak at the moment, and when I look at this is just infuriating. How the frick are you supposed to deal with this nonsense? Retro Freak has a cheat system built into it, and there is one for this game which gives you infinite money. So you can buy everything from the shop straight away to make yourself a bit more powerful, and although it is a little cheaty, it does make it a little bit more manageable because this game is rock balls hard. And actually, there's another weird thing with the Retro Freak. If you install this game to the SD card, you get a photograph which is hidden in the Retro Freak, which becomes available to view, of someone dressed up, standing in which looks like Tokyo. Very strange indeed. Some enemies do give you hearts, which is nice of them. So yeah, an action platform RPG, which is odd for an arcade machine, and this is a decent-ish version of it. I wouldn't say... I'm not an expert, but I wouldn't even say this is the best version of the game I've played. I think the Amiga one is probably better than this as well, which is difficult for me to say because usually anything on the Amiga makes me angry. But it's so shoddy. But yeah, this isn't the best PC Engine game ever made. That's for sure. See, when stuff starts jumping around, it becomes unmanageable for this little, oh you son of a bitch skeleton, for this little, he's not particularly wonderful. Oh, you mother fudger. Yep, an irritating and hard game, but actually pretty damn playable. So it's kind of, yeah, it's alright. It's about 20 quid on the PC Engine. Japanese text might be a problem. Okay, it's okay. Ta-ra!